Here's the actual stream with actual pledges and a non-scuffed intro. So I hope you didn't go anywhere because basically I had to switch the thing. And that's gonna pick me up twice. God damn it. I hate this. Twitch, please. I have you open to throw to people, but seriously. Let me see who's around and I can throw my Twitch to them. Nobody. Nobody on my friends list. It just seems to me that a lot of this is that a lot of Twitch stuff ends up being like the people watching me on Twitch, they just end up being, bots. And I know that a lot of them are just for gathering analytics and whatever. But it's nice to know. It's nice to know that I've got actual people who are following, who follow and do watch. It's nice to know that I've got that. So yeah, ignoring the scuffed hell stream. How am I doing? I'm alright. I'm alright today. Now we've got issues with CP, with the champion points. That's what CP stands for. We've got issues with that now. Apparently someone is too low. And I've got random people shouting in the background on the phone. I think it's my dad talking about something on the phone with work or something. No, that's one of the. Sorry, I probably sound a lot better now and sound a lot louder. It's just one of the disadvantages of living with your parents still, especially with the pandemic going on and everything. It's even if the pandemic wasn't going on, I still wouldn't be able to move out without finding a roommate. And quite frankly, I don't trust people. So uh, I've got to have. Unfortunately, it's a trade off between cheap living and minor annoyances, as opposed to having my privacy. Because unfortunately, in this house, privacy doesn't exist. I didn't decline the invite. What the hell? So I'm being attacked by something, and apparently that declines the invite. What the frig? What the frig? They should just give someone who actually knows what they're doing leader. That's the thing. They need to the person who's going to start the dungeons needs to know what the hell they're doing. AKA needs to know how to start the dungeons. But yeah, I'm doing alright. What I might do also later is I might do a Brigador stream as well. Just because of the fact that Brigador is an awesome game. And I've been wanting to stream that. And I don't think Brigador will be a one-off, like Kill It With Fire. Like, ESO at the moment is kind of like my... I can spontaneously do this. Hey, I'm doing something different on this part and that part. And I think I can do that for a lot. I think I can do that for a few MMOs that I play. As I was talking with people on my Discord the other day, as I was talking to people on my Discord the other day, it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter what I do, but it's kind of does at the moment because I need to get like the core viewership. But if people see, oh, this guy's doing something niche, it might end up with getting some views, but it might be short-lived kind of thing. So that's the problem. Now this is a veteran. This is veteran. So if you don't actually play this game, it's basically the hard mode of the dungeon. It's hard mode dungeons. So like everything is actually a lot stronger than what it was. What it was before on the normal. I think eventually I'll get over the phase when I'm talking. As well, because I know that annoys a lot of people who just jump in and they're just like, oh my god, he all he's doing is he can't think, and he can't talk. And for me, I find it difficult. I find it difficult to do that unless like I've got something to talk about. That's why I want a chat. That's why I want chat to talk to me. But I know most people just have it in the background because I know most people are just going to have like a stream in the background and just be like, oh, I'm watching this person because they're funny. So like, for example, like Joel from Vinesource, they're just like, haha, Joel funny because Joel can't play video game properly, kind of thing. Where he has that like personality where people will watch and laugh at his blunders, as opposed to someone like me. People are like, oh my god, this guy fucking sucks, fuck this guy, kind of thing. Because I don't have like that. I don't have that 100 viewer, like 100 to 1,000 plus viewer count where people are watching and I've got mods and stuff on. You get the idea. It's basically the difference between established streamer and small streamer. I am the small in this one, so I'm screwed. About ESO, to be fair, it's your typical fantasy RPG set. I think in the second age, they say second age, but because Bethesda doesn't know what lore is, the lore is completely scuffed. Because this is not second age. This is not second age Tamriel. Second age Tamriel is Daggerfall. Is the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, aka the second game. In this, they've made their own thing, and there's lore in it and that, but it's really technically everything in this is non-canon from the main Elder Scrolls games. It's completely non-canon in comparison. You can play this first person as well. You can play this game first person, but if you're in a dungeon, it's so much easier third person because you can dodge crap as opposed to just getting hit. Because you're standing in something and you don't realise you're standing in something. So yeah. But on the other hand, this game's pretty easy to get into. It is on Steam. You do have to buy the base game to play it. like how Guild Wars used to be. Damn, he just stunned me and is just bullying me now. Please, why you... Goblin, why you bully me? It's like tries to use ultimate, is told no. Every weapon has its own ultimate ability. Every armor line, heavy, light, and that has its own ultimate. Basically, every weapon has its own skill line. All three types of armor have their own skill line, and your character basically all guild lines like the fighter skill, mage's guild, that kind of stuff have their own skill line. So yeah. So what this game is, as I said, it's just it's your basic standard fantasy one. Black Desert Online, yeah, I've played Black Desert Online. To be fair, I don't like Korean style MMOs. Honestly, the amount of grinding / pay to win in them is horrible. I hate them. Honestly, I can play them, but I really hate the amount of grind that they put in the game and the amount of pay to win, where they basically egregiously and religiously demand that you use the cash shop to get any sort of progression, because that's basically what Black Desert Online is. It's literally cash shop the game or PvP the game, and especially when you hit max level. I had to explain this to a friend of mine whose mother wanted to heard about the game and wanted to try it because it was free, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not a Western MMO. That's a Korean MMO, and he was just like, yeah, okay, no, I'll suggest that she doesn't play that then, because I'm like, yeah, because it's basically cash shop the video game. Unless you are willing to grind for hours upon hours upon hours, and basically have no life. And I know a lot of people go and refer to the South Park episode of World of Warcraft being like, "Oh, you play online multiplayer role-playing games? You must be like this." No, that's Korean online video games. It's got, if you play Western, the Western ones are nowhere as bad, because they want people who work 9 to 5 to play. In Korea, they want people with money but no lives to play, aka businessmen, because they want you to play during work time as well as you're supposed to be working. A lot like Japan, they have similar issues to Japan when it comes to online gaming. Life skill, yeah. I mean, I liked a lot. The thing is, it had a lot of good systems in it and a lot of cool ideas. It's stuck behind the Korean mentality of an MMO. Basically, bleed the players dry, lock all conveniences behind a paywall, and yeah, it's not my kind of game at the end of the day. I like I'll be honest. I loved the combat in it. Absolutely loved the combat in it. The combat system. Absolutely loved the life skilling and all that. Unfortunately, I hate how you couldn't get upgrades and how everything was PvP orientated. I am not a PvP player. The only game where I actually oh shit, I'm dead. Actually have some modicum of skill in PvP, Guild Wars 2. And if you're looking for a decent MMO to play that you could just jump straight into, I'd suggest, yeah, the marketplace was held to try and buy stuff. Yeah, it was really unfriendly. It was really unfriendly unless you knew what you were looking for, knew what you could do, and knew the game inside out. That's why I will never suggest Black Desert Online to anybody to play unless you basically, one, you're a masochist, or two, you absolutely love PvP oriented or Korean Korean-based MMOs. Now, if you like that, yeah, go play it. You'll love the game. You'll love the game if you haven't got a problem with basically grinding for 50 years to get anywhere to do anything. It's why I also have an issue with linear games, like linear RPGs, like Final Fantasy 14 and that. I don't like the fact that you're forced to follow you are literally forced to follow a line to level up and it's to do anything in the game. And it's like, but I'm not playing Final Fantasy on console. I'm playing Final Fantasy Online. Why is it that the majority of the story content is locked behind single player solo instances? Why am I forced to do this? Can't I choose to do this, level up, and still get access to dungeons and stuff in a different way? It's why I also gave up with Shadowlands, because Shadowlands has basically followed it, saying, oh, well, you know how you used to be able to explore the zones in BFA in any way you wanted to, or anything in the past? Yeah, we're going to take that away from you, because obviously players are stupid and don't know the proper way, and we want you to play the way we intend you to play. It's like, I hate that. I honestly hate games and developers who are like, oh yeah, you're not playing the game the way we intend you to play, because you're not going to this zone or that zone or doing this and that the way we want you to do it in basically the way and how we want you to do it and when we want you to do it. And I'm just like, no fam, I'm out. Screw you, your game sucks. At that point, your game does suck to me. Because I don't want that. I know, yeah, I'm dead. It's because it's veteran. That's why I'm dead. Because it's a veteran dungeon. It's there's literally no other reason. It's just I don't do veteran dungeons. Because I'm just not a fan of doing veterans in this game, because a lot of the time as you're trying to do veterans and you need to know mechanics. They almost always have insta kill attacks and so on and so forth. But yeah, as I was saying about MMOs and what I enjoy Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, I would honestly suggest trying that out. Doubly so if you're looking for a free MMO to play. I would definitely suggest that out, because whilst the expansion packs are not free, basically both expansion packs, the second expansion pack is basically, it's such a convenience. Once you do the basic quest, once you do like the entrance quest to it, and you get your raptor mount from that quest, it's just like, well, because you can use the raptor more or less, you can use mounts more or less anywhere. It's just like the game is so fast. But at that point you're max level anyway, so you don't do anything until you're max level. But level in that game really doesn't matter. It just dictates which zones you can start doing, kind of thing. And the only reason I say that is because okay, so I've got a bust now. Awesome. I've got a golden bust. Well, they say bronze, but it more or less looks like gold. But yeah, we're going to do the next one. Yeah, let's leave the instance. I didn't realise you could do it like that. But yeah, as I said, if you're looking for a good MMO to play, even although it is basically it's like Guild Wars 2 is 9 years old now, or it will be 9 years this year. You're looking for a good one. Go look up Guild Wars 2. Go install it. Go play it. If you want to play it with if you want to play, okay. If you want to play with me on it, sorry, I'm still waking up. I'm on I'm on an American server. I'm on Bay of Jamfir, I think. Or Isle of Jamfir. Isle of Jamfir, that's the server I'm on. Isle of Jamfir. It's pretty it's pretty chill. It's a pretty chill server. Guild Wars is like one of the few games in PvP where I can kill people. Just because of how it's designed, because I know the combat system in and out. Yeah, it's worth having a look in that. Now the game will try and put you on a random server when you first log into it and you've patched up and that. It will try and put you on a random server. Basically say no. Say no to that. And then go on the NA and then join the server I'm on. From what I know, it's low to medium. One second. Sorry. I sneezed. But it's damn, what's up with me yawning? But yeah, it's my arm as well, because I sneezed, my arm's gone on me. Painful. Group, where's that? Right, let's try that again, because we can't do Bloodroot Forge. We can do the other one though. Because I've not done this other one as a veteran. I don't want to do it as veteran. I just want to do it as normal and get my pledges done as its content. But yeah, how Guild Wars 2 plays, it's you have your weapons dictate your skills in that game. So like you've got sword in your main hand, sword on your offhand. You've got sword main hand skills, sword offhand skills. But you're equipped with axe in your main hand, then you've got main hand axe skills, offhand sword skills. I'm just saying it depends on the class you're playing. So yeah. But yeah. It's it's a heavy sack. It's one of those games you literally can jump into play for an hour and do that. Pledges can be done both on veteran and normal. It depends. What you're geared for. You want to do them quick, you do them as normal. At least one pledge per day is going to be a DLC dungeon. This is why you either need to have the DLC or ESO Plus in this game, if you want to do dungeons. I'm playing ranged DPS. I'm playing. I'm using a bow, so I'm stamina DPS. The class I'm playing is Dragon Knight, but I'm using strictly bow abilities. Because my bow, you might as well use it with your bow if you've got them all unlocked, all the class abilities for that. Obviously I've got melee when I need to use melee, and that's more buff myself up and buff the party up kind of spec. Whereas I can do every time I swing my weapon, I do X amount of damage with the regular swings for all the enemies around me. They take about 33 to 33% of the damage that I do with that. You're supposed to just drop straight down, but I scuffed that. But yeah, pledges can be done as normal dungeons. Honestly, they are suggested to be done as normal dungeons because they're a lot quicker. My boy. Yeah, I'm doing pledges on the EU at the moment because nobody was on. Because nobody was on the Thieves Guild. Yeah, I pretty much just need to finish the leveling the chain up, you know, the line up, and then I'll do all the quests for the Thieves Guild. Oh, stupid body being stupid. Yeah, the quests in ESO are pretty good, and they're pretty well written as opposed to like playing World of Warcraft, because that is literally the most boring, bare bones, basic bitch quest system ever. I mean, even games like Lord of the Rings Online have better bloody quest lines, and they basically copy World of Warcraft. Yet they're better because it's Lord of the Rings. Whereas Azeroth has become stale over the years that it's been out, and I don't see World of Warcraft ever becoming the titan it used to be back when I was a teenager. It just simply because they don't got talent. They've got no talent whatsoever. They've got a bunch of yes men basically running around doing what they want, doing what Activision wants, just to keep a paycheck. And it's like, it's very boring, and you can tell none of the stuff is inspired. You might have a glimmer of brilliance. You might have a, let me switch that so I'm not yelling. You might have a glimmer of brilliance here and there with some aspect or some dungeon or some part of the game, but then you get the we just did this because we had to tick a ton of check boxes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I might keep going for a bit. It depends how my stomach / gut is, because that's the problems I've had, and I've been noticing I've been having that a lot over the last year or so. I've been having stomach gut problems, mainly gut issues. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not Crohn. I'm pretty sure it ain't Crohn's disease. So it's not that. It's just I think it's more of a fact that my gut has been pretty weak because I ate like crap for years when I was younger, when I was a kid. So I'm trying to fix that obviously by eating better, and the problem is I'm still struggling with that. So the body's rebelling against me, kind of thing. It's not something a lot of people have to deal with, but if it's happening now and it's not basically like I'm being stabbed in the gut, I can function. especially if it's not happening at work. I can't have it happen at work. If it happens at work, it's just like, nope, I can't work. And the problem is, I have to work through it, and it's like people notice. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Does it bloody look like I'm okay?" But no, I've still got to serve you because I'm not allowed to move. I'm not allowed to not do my job basically because of how stupid work and society is. It's like, oh, your mental health is kicking off, or your anxiety's going off. Well, you can have 5 minutes as long as it's not super mega busy. If it's my gut, it's like, oh, just soldier on through it. Who cares? It's not actually real because we can't see it's real. Yeah, but I'm hunched over like I've been stabbed. I'm pretty sure that contributes as being real. That's how much I hate how other people are, especially when you're suffering from something and it's physical, but it doesn't exist. But apparently physical doesn't exist, but mental health, but anxiety exists. But anything else that's happening to you doesn't exist, and it's just like, what? How does this work? It's stupid. It really is stupid. But for the most part, I'm able to function, so it is what it is. Like I'm better with eating, obviously, but it's one of those things that's going to take a few years to do it, and I wouldn't be surprised by the time I fix it, it kills me. Yeah, especially in the UK. In the UK, mental health doesn't exist. They still have this backwards ass 50s mentality when it comes to mental health. Like my boss, I'm glad my boss is one of the good bosses who actually understands that mental health is a real thing. But unfortunately, when it comes to my gut, it's like, oh, your gut, it's physical pain, and you're hunched over because you're having to guard your abdomen because that's how you're dealing with the pain. Yet people want you to run around and grab stuff for them. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to run around and grab stuff for people because basically your pain doesn't exist. You're just making it up because you don't want to work. And I've had people say that to me before. I've had not co-workers, but I've had customers say that to me before. I'm like, the fuck? You can clearly see I'm guarding my abdomen as I'm working because it's messed up, and you basically have the balls to claim that I'm faking it. Yeah, I should have full rights at that point to tell them to go fuck themselves and go do their shopping elsewhere. But no, I don't. I don't. I just have to put up with their bullshit and just keep doing it because you're being paid to put up with it. Um, no, I'm being paid to provide you a service. I'm not being paid to be in pain and provide you a service and have you bitch at me and be a dick about it. That's the problem. It's what people don't understand. But yeah, with I would say ESO probably has the best quest system in MMOs currently. I would say out of the ones that I've played, I would say that the worst quest system out of games I've played is Final Fantasy 14, and that's a very close. That's very close to how bad World of Warcraft is, or at least how Shadowlands has become, or at least how Shadowlands is. It's yeah, a lot of people begging you to play 14. The problem is half the time when you're playing 14, you basically do one quest, and to finish it, you have to go halfway across the world, and then they send you back to the goddamn person on the other side of the planet, or send you elsewhere. It's like you don't have any bullshit escort quests in that game unless you're doing levy quests for money or XP to level up another character, another class slash job. But if I have to be brutally honest, you are still basically stuck in the old the old basic bitch way of questing. It's it's very backwards when it comes to MMOs. Everything seems to be pretty ass backward. So yeah, WoW is basically kill all this crap. Go to place X, then kill more crap. Escort this NPC. Follow this NPC. Talk to this NPC. Then do some boring basic bitch shit that you don't care about. Quest done. Reward. Is it worth it? No, the reward was never worth it because the reward sucks. Literally. But yeah, I don't think people are gonna stick. I don't think people are gonna stick around because you need DLC for the last. You need the DLC or ESO Plus for the last one. And yeah, you can do pledges starting level 45. All you have to do is complete a quest, which literally takes about 2 minutes. It literally takes about 2 to 5 minutes. 35 to 80%. Yeah, for me, my pickpocketing skills maxed on this character. So I have basically have between 70 to 100% chance to pickpocket from just about anyone. Like, look, I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just going to show show it off that I can do this. So like, you see a guard, yeah? See a guard, watch. Pickpocket too far. 70% chance. Yeah, 70% chance on city guards who will arrest you. Whereas normally you have like a 45% chance to pickpocket them, like 40 to 45. I have 70 base, and it can go up to 100. It goes up to 100 when they're completely unaware. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's literally from Ledger Domain, by the way. That's from the one where you sell all the loot to the Thieves Guild and shit. So that's the reason why it's worth to steal everything, not nail down and sell it, or launder it to the Thieves Guild. Because then you get stuff like that. Alright. The thing is I would do PvP, but I don't think there's a point really to do PvP. So I've done the pledges today, I just need to hand them in, and that's basically stuff for today done in ESO, next to Ritz. I honestly can't think of anything else to do in ESO other than stand around and wait for either chat for people as drinks with bears. Okay, we got one more. Invite player. I sent the invite to them. I hope that works because I don't use grouping in this a lot. I just play this game and just explore. Death, you want it? It's yours, my friend. That's literally what I'm doing in these dungeons. Death, you want it? Yours, my friend. It's time for you to die. Undaunted 5. Undaunted Skillmaster. Have I maxed out the thing for Undaunted then? World. Oh my guild. Undaunted. No. I haven't. I'm just able to learn all the abilities now for the Undaunted skill tree. This is why I like ESO. You literally can make it. You literally can build your character any way possible. The only thing that dictates what your class abilities are is literally your class. Past that, you don't have to give a toss about your class abilities. You literally can throw them out the window and say, I don't care. Say, I want to be an archer, even though I've got this abilities with the ability to supercharge my attacks with bonus damage. Because you're a Dragon Knight, and you go, bang, I'm done with that. It's just, a lot of people tend to just follow builds online, and it's like, yeah, that's legit, I suppose. That's legit, but it gets boring. Yeah, but basically, one of the pledge masters offers only DLC pledges. The other two offer one offers base game, and the other offers chapter ones from chapters. I think either chapters or it's base game DLC. Or it's base game stuff, like from Tamriel, or it's Tamriel Unlimited stuff, where it's from the first 4. Which, if you're looking to get all the chapters in this game currently, and you don't have, and because I don't know if the game gives you all the chapters when you have ESO Plus. I know it just gives you all dungeon DLC. I know it just gives you all DLC, like all DLC areas and dungeons and that. It's a lot cheaper than just buying the crowns flat out. I just bought Greymore plus ESO Plus and got all of it. So you got everything, all the chapters as well. Yeah. Well, I always pre-order the chapters when they come out because it gives you everything. It says all the DLC packs. That makes sense. Well, the only reason I pre-order the chapters is because you get a ton of in-game stuff for it, and I pre-ordered the one that's deluxe, the deluxe edition one, which gives you all the stuff for all the previous ones as well. So that's pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. But yeah. Also, for proof, if you don't believe me about the Thieves Guild being maxed out, wild. Ledger domain. Yeah, it gives you all the deluxe digital deluxe stuff you can get, but it doesn't give you any pre-order bonuses from the previous ones. Any of those were time limited because they like to switch what goes on sale and what gets vaulted in the Crown store. I have a Crown crate to open from one of my characters, but yeah, I've got Ledger Domain to 20. It took me months to do it, because you can only sell about 200. Well, I think you got that maxed about 200 items. Yeah, this isn't happening. Right. Okay. So what I'll do is this will be this stream for this. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch to Brigador, because I know I can do a lot more content for Brigador, and this gives me a stream to upload today, tomorrow, and then Brigador I can upload the day after, or something, because I've got to wait the 24 hours if it's been done straight on Twitch. So I'm thinking I'm going to call it here, for ESO. We should do some stuff on ESO. We should do random dungeons or battlegrounds or whatever when I'm on the NA server next. We should do that, and we should designate a day where we just do that. We just do it for a couple of hours. Because most of my streams have only been about... Yeah, most of my streams have only been about between an hour to an hour and a half now on Twitch. Which... It's great. It's great for... It's great for a few things, but it is what it is. It's the stream is kind of the momentum to do stuff has died because most people will only do the first two pledges. They will never do the DLC one because people do not have ESO Plus because they simply do not want to pay extra money. And the thing is with ESO Plus, it's like, why would you buy the DLC flat out when you can just pay monthly or yearly for ESO Plus? Yeah, exactly, there's too much value in ESO Plus for you to not get it. That's the thing. There's way too much value. This is why I like games like ESO, Lord of the Rings Online, Dungeons and Dragons Online. You know, because if you buy the VIP, which is what ESO Plus is, if you pay the monthly subscription for the VIP, you get everything. You get everything. Plus, you get a monthly package, stimulus package, of the premium currency, which you can use to buy the stuff which you're playing through. Plus, in games like Lotro, Lotro, or however you say it, you can do deeds in the game where you're doing the deeds, you're gaining points anyway, so you're gaining extra points on top of that for killing stuff, doing quests, exploring, etc., etc. And you pretty much you use all that. You just buy all the stuff when your subscription's gone. And it's like, well, you've done it, but you just buy the stuff when your subscription's gone, and it's just like, well, I own this area now, I own that area, I own this, that, and everything. And I mean, to be fair, I kind of just do that. I kind of just did that with ESO originally. When the first four DLCs were out, and we had not Greymore, and we had Morrowind, because I bought Morrowind. I bought the chapter of Morrowind. It's just with the other DLCs, I basically just, as I was playing through them, I just used the guilds and glory. I bought the mega pack for the guilds and glory because I didn't have the ability to buy it flat out at the time. There was no option to buy base game plus the first four guilds, DLCs with the areas. There was no option for it. But that's how I got it. But anyways, what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna switch games to Brigador and then I'm gonna start streaming Brigador. So give me about 5-10 minutes and I'll be back live again doing Brigador. Brigador I'm probably gonna stream for a while because that game is addictive and it's fun as hell. So yeah, thanks for watching this stream. Sorry, it's a bit of a short, scuffed, dirty stream. I say that because it's short as hell. It's not anywhere near what I normally do. Because I think the longest stream that I've done recently that I've uploaded was the last one, was Kill It With Fire, which was about hour 40 minutes. And this one's only less than an hour. But hey, is what it is. Don't expect me to stream for an hour every day. But yeah. Gonna switch now to Brigador. So, thanks all for watching. I'll be back in about a few minutes.